After we have successfully configured our Laravel Homestead, and the next step is to configure our MySQL. So to work with the MySQL graphically with a GUI, we will use a PhpMyAdmin. But in the Laravel Homestead, we are unable to make use of it because it doesn't come pre-built with a PhpMyAdmin. So we have to install and configure a PhpMyAdmin by ourselves to work with our MySQL database. And I think for that one is the first step is to go to this website, that phpmyadmin.net, and you can download the file, the required zip file, and I have already downloaded for it. So I'll just go to my download folder and I'll just copy this one. So just copy this one that you have downloaded, and let's go to our website folder where we are in the documents and our website. This is our current the PHP project that we created, and just paste it over here. And we need to extract it. Just extract it, and we'll create a name as let us give us a name as PhpMyAdmin, and let me remove this one. So we have successfully added the PhpMyAdmin inside our website file, and the next step is to configure the homestead the configuration file for our homestead. So the thing that we need to configure is the folder and also the site. So just copy this one and paste it below, and let me arrange the intent properly. And so the file is inside PhpMyAdmin. Just copy this one and just paste it over here. So the save folder for PhpMyAdmin, and for the vagrant, the homestead, we need to configure code, and let's say as a PhpMyAdmin. Just rename this as a PhpMyAdmin. So we create a separate folder for our PhpMyAdmin and as well as our blog, which is our PHP project. So we have configured the folder, save folder, and the next step is to configure our sites. Sites are our domain names. So let me create a new site over here. Okay, let us configure it, and let us give as a PhpMyAdmin. So we can just say as we can just call it as, let's say, PhpMyAdmin.test, and we need to map that one to this folder. So just copy this folder and let's paste it over here. So we have mapped the folder, which is our the save folder is over here. Just make sure you type it correctly, the location, and this is our domain name. So we have two domain names now. One is phpMyAdmin.test and another one is blog.test. So the phpMyAdmin is configured to this directory. So this directory and this directory should be the same, and this is our host directory. So where our files will be placed. So this is the file that we have placed over here, and just save this one for now. And the next step is we need to configure our host file. So this is our host file. Make sure you open in administrative mode before we configure, and we'll just copy this line and just paste it over here. And instead of the blog.test, we need to pass in this phpMyAdmin.test. Just copy this and just paste it over here, and just save this one. So we have configured our host file and configure the config file for our homestead. And the next step is to restart our virtual device. So the command to restart our homestead is to vagrant reload -- provision. So if you are not sure how to make use of this, then you can just type a command as vagrant, and it will give you all of the list of the file command that we can make use of. So if you see over here, the reload command restart the vagrant machine and load new configuration file. And also we have to make use of another one, which is provision. So here is we are using provision the provision the vagrant machine. So we'll make use of this command, which is a vagrant reload -- provision, and just hit enter. So this will restart the virtual machine and reload all of our configuration, that we have just changed in our Homestead file over here, the configuration file. So just wait for this one to up. Okay, so the Homestead is running and you can see, and let's connect to the Homestead using a vibrant.ssh, and let's go inside and check whether the file has been synchronized properly between host and a virtual machine. So I'll just go to cd code and let's say ls, and we have blog and the PhpMyAdmin, and let's go to cd.phpMyAdmin and just list the file. Okay, so all of the file has been covered inside, so the synchronization has been done. And let's go back now. Let's go back to our file over here, configuration file, and we just copy this one. And just copy this one and open it in our browser. So just paste it over here, and yeah, that's working. And we have a PhpMyAdmin, and we need to log in. So to log into the PhpMyAdmin, we need to check the default login for that one. So let's see, where is the database? So database connection. So database connection is over here, and by default, let me check what is the login detail. So yeah, it's the default username and password for both database is a Homestead and a Secret. So let's copy this name Homestead, just paste it over here, and the password is a Secret, right? No, sorry, yeah, the password is sorry, not this one. So the password is here. So just copy this and just paste it over here, and let's log in. Okay, so the login successful, and we have our database over here, and it's the Homestead that we are configured. So that's it, and now we have successfully configured our PhpMyAdmin to work with our Laravel Homestead. And on the next step, we have to create a database and just configure our PhpMyStrong, which we need to configure and connect to our database in there. So let's meet up in the next lecture and see how we can configure our database.